Trimming yard trees in preparation for hurricane season. William Hovey Smith, 2019. I live in central Georgia, and every hurricane season we have everything from entire trees to large limbs from my pecans fall. So in this video, we're doing some prophylactic treatment by cutting off the ends of some of these low-hanging limbs. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting and an outdoors guy. I also have a business book, Create Your Own Job Security, that advocates starting businesses anytime, any place, at any age when you need some money. I'm also working on a new fiction book, Father of the Grooms, in which you may actually participate. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And I'm here in central Georgia, and we are prepping for the next hurricane. I have large pecan trees in my yard, and one thing that almost always happens every summer, that I lose some large limbs from these trees. Not necessarily to the hurricanes itself, but with associated thunderstorms, high wind, near tornado passes, etc., etc. So, what we're doing here is a little prophylactic cutting. You'll notice behind me here on this side, I have some limbs already cut. I'm using my little electric chainsaw here so I can lift it and handle it easier for these overhead cuts. Now I've strung up every bit of electric cord I have, which runs now, well, not quite 100 yards, but a good 70 yards back to the house now. I have a larger gas chainsaw, but that's really too heavy to hoist as high as I want to cut. So we've already cut one of these large low-hanging limbs, so we're now going to work on the second one and reduce the weight on the ends of these heavy limbs by some hundreds of pounds. Removing these low-hanging tree limbs like this also makes it easier to mow, so I don't have to watch my head quite so closely when I mow under these limbs. And when I cut this much weight off this limb, you will see this limb literally spring up, and it'll rise several inches. So yeah, taking this extra weight off really does some good. There we go. And now while we have the chainsaw here and the lines run out this far, I'll be able to cut it up into smaller pieces and put these leafy tops on the burn pile and get rid of them. We pretty well cleaned up one branch, and this is the other one, which actually took much more weight off this branch. When I cut it off, the branch actually rose about 6 or 7 inches. So yeah, this was a real aid in removing this excess weight from the tree. So again, we're going to take our little electric saw and chop it up into some more manageable portions. Now my brother-in-law next door also has a tree that is dangerous. So we've already got it down, we've broken it off and we pulled it out. And I'm going to take my chainsaw over after I get through with this and start cutting it up too, so we can get that out of the way. Although it is a little bit of a pain to drag the electrical cords out here, and I certainly can't operate it in rainy or wet weather, which stopped me yesterday, it certainly does very well towards cutting up this little stuff. Well, brother-in-law did get halfway through. He got a lot of this cut, and we still have a some good heavy pieces over here, and I'm gonna help him out some and do some more cutting on this, and actually see if I can't get at least one load on that trailer so we can get it out of here sometimes later today or tomorrow. But this will get it off the ground at any rate and keep it from shading out the grass too much. I've already moved a bunch of these small leafy tops that my brother-in-law cut and got them out from underfoot. So now at least I can see what needs to be cut, and I'm not cutting the same branches twice. And we're going to work from this side of the pile over to the other until we get this top out of here. Because this is what's doing most of the damage to the grass, is all these leaves, so we want to get them gone. We're making good progress towards getting the top of the tree off the lawn. And you can see some yellow spots in the grass where they were starting to be shaded out. Well, these will very quickly recover with a little rain. And you'll notice on the trunk there a scar with beetle marks. And this is what had made the tree so weak. And especially down at the base, it's really insect infested and eaten up. So yeah, for these two reasons, yeah, this was a good time to take down this tree before actually we had the storm season. We are wrapped up here. I've got everything loaded on the trailer, as well as my chainsaw and its electric cables ready to go home. Now, in loading a trailer like this, one thing I've done that you should also do is everything is stacked long ways this way and lying in the same direction. The branches aren't put in at random angles. If you do it this way, it's much easier to load and unload. Also, I put the heavy stuff in the back of the trailer. This way, the trailer is balanced, and you can move it and hitch it up with one hand. And that makes handling the trailer much easier. So this is done, and we're going back and finishing up on my own stuff in my own yard. I have a fire of dry cured pecan wood burning now, and the grass around is damp from rain yesterday. So I'm going to put some of these green leafy branches on it and see if we can get them consumed. Most of the leaves and many of the small branches have actually burned, even on the green pieces I put on. I also just added some fresh blocks of dried wood to give a hotter bed of coals. And we're going to let this burn down for a while, and then after it does, pull the ends of those branches into the pile to get the rest of the leaves and actually the rest of the branches burning. But yeah, this is doing just about what I expected it to do. We've now reached a time in the life of the pile when most of the green pieces have at least partially burned through, even the longer ones. So I can take the rake now and push things up toward the center and start to get more of a complete burn. But yeah. Well, we're winding up with a few pieces of wood on our wood pile here. We have those other branches burned down to coals just about, and we're going to actually recover charcoal from that. And I have several videos about how you do that. And here is the charcoal made from that burning. Basically, you make sure you get water on it, you put it all out, and then you clean it and save it. But for now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. Besides backyard deer hunting, among my 18 books, I have others on crossbow hunting and bow fishing, as well as a number of them on various aspects of muzzleloading hunting. My new business book, Create Your Own Job Security, advocates that anyone at any age start their own businesses when and as they are needed, and tells you exactly how to do that. I've started researching and writing on my new novel, Father of the Grooms, and this is one of the videos that you can see. Now, the book is going to be published in chapters, and if you sign up for all of $20, you'll actually get the book chapters as I write them. And if you have particular knowledge about a subject I touch on, which are many, then you can contact me, and if I use your materials, you'll get a written credit in the book. I find that the Harbor Freight Portland chainsaw is just about ideal for doing occasional cutting on small trees, such as any homeowner might well have fall in his yard. This chainsaw needs to be run with heavy-duty extension cords and lubed with mineral oil that you can buy at any drugstore. Now, taking off these long limbs reduces the possibility of them coming down in any given hurricane. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 700 videos, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. For more information on my business books, go to createyourownjobsecurity.com. To find out more about my new novel, screenplay, and movie, Father of the Grooms, go to fatherofthegrooms.net. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. See you in the movies. Goodbye, and God bless.